Okay, guys, what we're doing is we're camping out, stealth camping in our little camper, and we're just going to shoot some video, us hanging out, cooking some food. I know the camera ain't the best angle here, but we'll deal with it as we go. We were wanting to try to get a video log thing going. Showing what we do at night and camping out in this thing. So I figured I'd shoot a little bit of video. Last couple nights has been hectic. We went down to try to do a couple jobs. It didn't work out too great, so we got a little downtime tonight. So yeah, we're going to get started cooking. We got the heater going. See if I can get that in the... We got the heater going there. We got our stove set up. I guess I can get a little bit more light for now. All right, so... Tommy, do you want to show him what you're going to be eating tonight? As he always eats. I don't know how he keeps eating this junk. Chili Mac. It's good, but this guy, I mean, I think he's addicted to this stuff. I've got, probably can't see it, but I've got my, well, here we go with the camera again. I got my tubs of food underneath. I got one tub there, and then I got another one underneath with, you know, different spices, and it's got some food in it, and it's got my pots and pans and so forth and so on. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to see what I want to eat, and then we'll get to cooking. It's pretty warm in here now. Got all kinds of food in here. I think I'm just going to go for a good little soup. I got plenty of different ones to choose from. Oh, I might cook some bread up later too. That might be cool. I think we'll do that. I've got some of. Let's see if it'll go in here. I got some cheese garlic biscuits, so I'm gonna cook those. This is gonna turn into a cooking channel. I know it is. That sounds good. I'm gonna try some of that soup. Why not? Nothing wrong with that. And we'll cook up some biscuits later. Where'd my lid go for that? Will you hand me the lid? We are going to do some more rearranging, because the more that we do in here, the more that we find out that this is a very small trailer. It's a 5x8. So imagine living, not really living, because we're not living out of it, but camping out of a 5x8 trailer. It's pretty small, which I enjoy. I enjoy camping, so it's pretty cool. And you know, the tent's usually small if you're just in a two-person tent, but the cool thing is trying to rearrange stuff and try to figure out how to micromanage. Kind of like those people with those micro houses. It's really cool trying to find a way to manage your space. Now these little stove and my little buddy heater, it runs off the small little cylinders, but I also bought an adapter. Now this is a 5-foot propane hose and adapter, and you can connect to the bigger, I think it's like any of the bigger tanks, 5-gallon or even I think 100-gallon, they'll connect to any size bigger tank that's refillable, kind of like in the picture there, so that if we had a bigger tank, we can run all of our appliances off of it. But we got plenty of these small tanks. It's usually about $2 or $3 for a small tank, or you can get 2 for $5, so it's not really bad. I know, you know, over time it's going to cost a lot, but I mean, if you think about, you know, one tank usually lasts me a couple of nights if it's really cold outside, and it'll last me a long time for cooking, because it doesn't take much at all to cook on. So it's not bad at all. I'm going to get me a fork out.
Give me a spoon.
And we need something to cook your food in. Hold that. I got pots, pans, I got all kind of stuff. Cornbread, spices, pepper. What?
That.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, well, I'll tell you this right here. We put a can of Chili Mac on a was it the alcohol stove, or was it I think it was an alcohol stove.
Yeah, it was an alcohol stove.
We got a couple of little alcohol stoves. I don't know where it's at right now. But everybody's probably seen them. If you're in any kind of, not those, I'm talking about the one that's already done. I don't think that, Here it is. If you guys are any kind of campers or what have you, maybe you don't know about them. But anyway, there's these little alcohol stoves. You take a can and you cut the bottom and you cut a top, and sometimes you cut holes. There's a 1,000 different designs, some with tubing, some awesome ones. There's a guy, I'll try to put a link to his channel, that makes some really, really awesome, wicked ones with flames that kind of swirl, and it's a real badass channel. And go check it out. It's really cool. But anyway, this is a little alcohol stove, and what you do is you can take heat from automotive. It's a little yellow can called heat that you put like in your gas tank. You can take that stuff. You can buy denatured alcohol. I use the Lowe's, this Crown from Lowe's, because it's 95% and it's, the biodegradable, whatever. But you want more ethanol than you want methanol. So this is 95% ethanol. So I like to buy this brand. But you just pour like an ounce in here and it'll burn for about 10-15 minutes. And then I got different little stoves. I use a little stove. Trying to die here, folks. I use a little stove like this that you can put. Now this stove, hold on guys, it's not hot yet. If I turn this heat up, man, it will cook this thing really quick. But since I'm not really paying attention to it, I'm not trying to cook it too fast. Here we go. These Sterno cans. This stove is made for a Sterno can. And I've got a better stove in my bug out bag, and I'll have a video about all my stuff in my bug out bag. But I just picked this one up, and this little Sterno can just sits right inside there like that. Take the top off. It's basically like a gel alcohol, and you can cook on it. So, but you can also take these and put them in here and cook off of it, and man, it cooks quick. The alcohol burns for a pretty good long time. I mean, you can basically cook 2 or 3 meals on 1 ounce of alcohol, and a lot of people carry that backpacking because it doesn't take up much space and doesn't take much alcohol. So they can carry a small container, about 10 ounces of alcohol, and a little stove, and they can basically cook for a week. Anyway, back to the point. We took a can of chili, set the can on top, and just cooked in the can. Now, I don't know, like inside the can itself, if, the lining of the can that protects the food, I don't know if that'll be harmful, cooking the food inside of it. But I've heard people doing it, so we did it anyway. We put it on top of the stove, cranked the heat up on this thing, and all of a sudden we saw it bubbling a little bit. And before I knew it, the whole top, it just basically bubbled over like a volcano. I guess it got an air pocket or something in there. So you got to be really careful. And so the next time we did that, we had to keep stirring it up. And that way it didn't explode on us. But, yeah. 20 minutes just to tell that little story.
Yeah, it happens.
I always get off on a wild tangent. I'll start talking about one thing and end up in left field. I don't like my soup extra hot. Just like my coffee.
You don't?
Yeah. When I make coffee,
Spoon.
I usually put water in it just because of the fact that I don't like it hot. I like it drinkable or, just warm. Anyway. All right, guys, we're going to, while he's cooking his up and stirring it up, I'm going to eat mine. Any kind of comments would be helpful. Ideas. We're always looking for ideas of space saving or ways to make our life a little better. And there again, we're trying to camp out in this thing and shoot some video and melt forks. You got the heat too high is what the problem is. Turn it down a little bit.
You turned it up.
Yeah. But, yeah, we're always looking for ideas, suggestions. Just having fun, melting stuff and being stupid. Now, we are from Alabama, so you guys might want to type a little slow for us so we'll understand. Good Lord. This is what happens when you let a tardsicle cook. Look at this. Wow.